Top City 5401 here. And I got a collection in the mail this past week, and I figured I'd go live and show off everything that came in this collection. So starting off, I got a really cool couple of magazines here in the background. I'll kind of lift up my camera here. You can see we got this Griffey magazine, and it's got this really cool peel off. That's why it looks like it's three-dimensional. And this 1998 Home Run magazine. So I looked through those. Those are pretty cool. And now we're going to get on to the cards. So really cool stuff here, guys. I love jumbos. And I got a bunch of jumbos in this collection, but I'm just going to show a few. I'm not going to show all of them. So we got a Tom Seaver, Jim Palmer. Man, these are cool. These are from, I believe, 1981 Topps. What does that say? Yeah, 1981 Topps. Really cool stuff. So we got Jim Palmer. These guys were all active in 81. We got Pete Rose. And guys, just so you know, if you're watching this archived, I am going live. I'll try to interact with the audience that joined me live. But what's up, 89 Upper Deck 1? So there we go. Michael Jack Schmidt. And we got a nice, that's a great image of George Brett. I dig that one. Then we got Johnny Bench at the end of his career. And Reggie Jackson. So cool cards there. And I do have some duplicates, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. I'll probably do a giveaway on my channel pretty soon and give some of those away. And then this I thought was really cool. This was also in the collection. Anybody from San Francisco that talks with people that are from San Francisco will remember Playland at the Beach. So this is a cool ticket from that. San Francisco. This is no longer around, but it was kind of an amusement park in San Francisco. So a nice piece of Americana from San Francisco. I thought that was cool. So awesome piece there. And a few more jumbos. So we got some 83 Donruss, again, Reggie Jackson. And I think I have doubles on these too. So again, guys, I will be doing a giveaway for some of these duplicates that I got from this collection. We got Johnny Bench, Nolan Ryan, Ricky Loves Ricky. Man, that card is cool. Dave Wiggity Winfield, Rod Carew. Man, remember Rod Carew with the headband late in his career? Classic image of Carew. Yaz, Dale Murphy. Man, what a ball player. This is when he was in the prime of his career. We got Cal Ripken, Mike Schmidt, and Gary Carter. And that's what the back of these cards look like. Really nice cards. I dig them. I dig them a whole heap. I say I dig them a whole heap. And then this was in there. I did not have this. This is a race car with a Bonds card in there from Fleer Ultra. I don't know if this card is exclusive to this race car or if this is the regular Fleer Ultra. I'll have to do some research on that. But real cool there. Still in the packaging. That'll be getting hung up on display in my man cave. And then this card, a regional issue from Pittsburgh. Very fine. These came actually in sheets and they were perforated and you could tear the cards out. That's why when you look around the perimeter of the card, it's perforated. Really cool card there. So 89 Upper Deck 89-1 says that this card is exclusive to the car. I wonder if I have this card. That might be a new one in my collection if that's the case. I'm sure I have it, but I'll have to go check that out. But anyways, I love this Very Fine Juice card. I love the regional issues. This is from 1989. So that's a really, really cool card. Love it. And then, man, I got a kick out of this card. And I love cards, guys. And sometimes miscut cards on easy to find cards are just fun to have. But check this McGuire rookie out. I wonder who that is. I'd have to look at the uncut sheet, but look at that, missing the 4. So Topps 01, 85-01 instead of 401 for the win. But cool card there. Love it. And then, man, So guys, I got to give a big shout out to Ed in Pittsburgh. And Ed, I hope you're feeling better soon. Ed's not feeling well today. We were going to talk on the phone. But that's where this collection came from. It came from Ed in Pittsburgh. So I'm going to show off a few cards I top loaded. So we got this really nice. This is kind of chronicling McGuire's home run race in '98. And of course, he hit number 70 off of Carl Pavano. So this is talking about our home run number 70, and this one's numbered 379 out of 500. Got this really cool triumvirate luminescent Jose Canseco. That card is just sick. I love it. Man, that card is awesome. We got a Miguel Tejada back card when he was with Baltimore, late in his career. This card is a beaut. I love this set, the Sweet Spot Classic set. Just a gorgeous image of Willie McCovey, and it looks like that could be Juan Marichal in the background. So anyways, that is cool. And then we got a dual relic of Pujols and Guerrero. Golly, that's a nice card, man. Guerrero at the end of his career, Pujols when he was still with St. Louis. Dual relic, nice card there. We got Matty Williams when he was with Arizona. God, what a great third baseman Matt Williams was. Beautiful Yastrzemski from Baseball Heroes. What up, Iska fan Josh? I know you probably won't watch this, but if you do, I know. If you guys remember Iska fan, he loved this set. Man, I got to give that guy a call. I need to talk with him. Anyway, I'm just thinking about one of my buddies. There we go, a nice Mad Bum rookie. Wonder what's going to happen with him. I don't think he's on a team right now. I was reading a lot of articles, and Mad Bum is so stubborn. I think his stubbornness, he stubborned his way out of having being on the Diamondbacks this year. So 3D 80s kid said, sucks baseball strike ended Matt Williams' home run tear. That is correct. Matt Williams, I believe he had like 47 or 46 home runs. Correct me if I'm wrong, when the season was cut short by the strike. And then we got a beautiful Premier Power Barry Bonds card. So what's up, Zach and Porter? How you guys doing? Oh, just talking with all the guys hopping in here, if you're watching this archive. But that's a cool card there. Then a couple of beautiful Topps 87 320 cards. And I think this is 11T, Topps 86 11T. Am I right? I am. Card number 11T. Man, beautiful card there. I mean, I love that image of Barry Bonds. Just such a perfect looking baseball card. God, that's a beautiful card. I could look at this thing all day. And then here's a diamond, a gem that was in there. This is a beautiful Omega Prism from 1998 of Derek Jeter to the Pumpkin Eater. What's up, Jerome? Yankees cards. Man, that card is sick. God, that's a beautiful card. Tough to find. Pacific always had those kind of sneaky inserts. So I'll move these out of the way. And then here's a couple of more. I don't know where these are from, but these are those like gold embossed cards from the late 90s. You saw a lot of this. Probably shop at home exclusives. So there we go. That's cool. You got to go to Field of Dreams, Zach and Porter. That's always fun time. So that's one McGuire like that, and then there's another one here. Really cool looking cards. Love that embossed gold look. So, man, that's sick. And then I don't know if these are a test issue or if these are actually released, but there's a hole on the top of this, and there is a suction cup that can be removed. But these are from 1990, and there we go. We got Dennis Eckersley, and then there's the back. Beautiful, man. I love this Dennis Eck. There's a bunch of players that came with this collection, But the two that I'm going to hold on to are the Eck and the Kevin Mitchell. Man, headshot of Mitchell. So it's number 15 of 24. Really cool cards there. And now I got 3 boxes of stuff. And since I'm live and I don't have to worry about how much space I take up on my phone, I guess I'll just go through everything. Because why not? Why not? So I got a stack of bonds here. I'll go through this real quick. Whoa, don't fall over. Okay. Man. Okay, so here we go. Giant stack of bonds cards. This card's really nice. And then we got a, what's that? Showcase? Yeah, Fleer Showcase, a gold label. Love the gold labels. A nice Stadium Club. So these cards are just really awesome. I love any Barry Bonds card is a good card, in my opinion. So just a whole bunch of good stuff, all kinds of stuff. There's a nice Sport Flicks, Panini sticker, nice insert there. Old school score, love those black border 91 score cards, a 90 score. Look at that follow through with Bonds, just perfect. And then some more scorecards. So yeah, you guys can see I have a lot of duplicates, so that's why. Yeah, the 1990 score is a fun set for sure. Zach and Porter. Love this card, that Bowman gold foil card. And then we got 89, 88. There we go, a duel with Bobby and Barry, or Bobby, Bonilla and Barry Bonds. Some old school tops. Love that card there. So one of my favorite sets, 88 Fleer, just brings back great memories of my childhood. I loved busting open 88 Fleer when I was a kid. So a bunch of these. And when you look at the back of these, I'll just share this with you guys. There's different variations. And I think I noticed on this one, these were 2 different variations. So see how it says USA, but there's no dot at the end of A? And on this one, there's a dot at the end of A. So if you're a player collector from the junk wax era, there are I call them copyright variations. So the manufacturer's intent wasn't to make a different card, but when you're a player collector, it's just fun to find those copyright variations. And there are many, many, many examples of copyright variations like that. So that was just one that I happened to notice when I was thumbing through this collection. So we got more Fleer. Oh man, 88 score. Guys, I hand built the 89 score set when I was a kid, and the last card I needed for that set, ironically, was Barry Bonds. Who knew, right? At the time, he wasn't my main player focus. Who was my favorite player in 89? Probably Maguire or Canseco. So more just real basic. Bonds cards that we've all seen before, so I'll go through them real quick. And I love the 88 tops. God, I love that set. 89 Upper Deck. Brings back such good memories, good times. So there we go. Yeah. So a lot of you guys are commenting on some of the old school sets from when we were kids. And I agree with you. So there we go. We got the silver script as well as the base on that one with Barry and Juan gone. This one here is a blank back, and I already have this card. So I think what I'm going to do, I have a guillotine cutter at work, and I think I'm going to cut this into 4 individual cards so I can get a Bonds mini. Of course, I like that's Steve Avery, not Jim Abbott. Roger Clemens and Nolan Ryan. So that'll be fun to cut that into quarters. So here's a cool card here, a Jim Thome E-Tops. I dig that one. Man, what year is this from? 2002, so that's a cool card. And then, oh man, so, all right, guys, I got a lot of stuff here. Actually, let me just put all these back, and then I'll get more cards out to kind of thumb through. So trying to manage all this. All right. So, all right. Thank you guys for your patience, if you feel like watching. All right, so here we go. More cards. Okay, so this stack is all active stars. So a lot of shine here. We got Trey Turner. Man, love it. Tatis, he's having a good year. Carlos Correa. So just some cool stuff. A Benintendi Prism. Refractor Mookie Betts for the win when he was with Boston. And we got Cody Bellinger. He's actually having a really nice year. It's good to see Bellinger playing well. I've always been a Bellinger fan, even though he's a Dodger. There's a Byron Buxton. We got Bregman. And B-Craw for the win. We got Matt Olson. Man, all just great cards here of active players. Nolan Arenado. Altuve's back after his wrist injury. Good to see him playing again. So there we go. We got Hoppa, Bryce Hoppa. So someone sent me a text message a while ago that Bryce Harper got his, what do you call it? Tommy John surgery and recovered and was back playing quicker than the A's starter got a win in 2023, which I thought was an interesting statistic. And when I first saw that, I thought it was a joke, and then I realized it wasn't. And that's because the bullpen has been getting all the decisions. So there we go. More Bryce Hoppa, Ricky Hendrick. Oh, that's a 3,000 hit club. That's in the wrong category here. Got more Bryce Harper. Man, so cool cards here. Check out that shine. Rhys Hoskins. Of course, he's injured this year. Pete Alonso, the local boy, Andrew Vaughn. Local here to Santa Rosa. So always like Andrew Vaughn. Oh, I'm making a mess here, guys. So here we go. We got Freeman, one of the best. Guerrero Jr. I wonder what kind of career Vlad Guerrero Jr. will have. Hey, what's up, Victor Negron? Good to see you here. More Guerrero, Jose Garcia. Rookie card. That's kind of cool. Got Wander Franco. Man, look at that. Wander Franco edge. Freddie Freeman. Very nice. And then we got Trevor Story. Giancarlo Stanton. Christian Yelich. Man, ever since he fouled that ball off his knee, he just hasn't been the same. That happens, though. Aaron Judge. Man, this guy's a beast. Juan Soto. Bryce Harper again. So anyways, you guys get the idea. Lots of active players in this collection. A lot of newer cards. Aaron Judge. Man, Vladimir Guerrero. So 3D80s kid said he went to high school in Ukiah playing against all the Santa Rosa kids. Yeah, Ukiah is what, about probably an hour and a half north of where I live. So I imagine you would play against Santa Rosa. There's a few guys in the big leagues that from Santa Rosa. There's another guy named Ryan, Joe Ryan. He's a starter, a pitcher, and he went to Cardinal Newman High School, which is in northern Santa Rosa. There we go, Matt Olson. And then Heliot Ramos, Giants rookie card. Julio Rodriguez, Anthony Rendon. So that's cool. Jose Ramirez. I always think of Snoop when I see Victor Robles. We used to talk about him all the time. And then Paul Goldschmidt. Man, Goldie, man, he's a good. Juan Soto again. I guess he's starting to turn it on now, which is good to see. I hate to see young, great players go through a bad stretch, so I'm glad Juan Soto is playing well. So there we go. Joey Votto, another Votto. Andrew Vaughn, again, the Santa Rosa kid. Adley Rushman. I guess this guy's a top catcher in the league now. Wow. Okay. So 3D 80s kids remember playing all the teams up here, and then Rancho Cotati, which is in Roanoke Park. So yeah, they had a big leaguer named Brandon Morrow come out of Rancho Cotati, and then we got Pete Alonso, Jose Abreu, Ronald Acuna Jr. He's tearing it up along with Yordan Alvarez. Man, this guy is a beast, Yordan Alvarez. Let me tell you. All right, so we got all those. I can't remember. Yeah, I went through all those. Okay, so now through that, and then let me grab this stack here. These, I kind of organize these a little bit. So these are Hall of Fame pitchers. So we got Koufax, Glavine, Palmer, Seaver, Carlton, Jim Palmer, Johnson. Man, just great Hall of Famers here. Fergie. Oh, man, Mike Mussina. So Adam's card closet says Yordan Alvarez reminds him of Ortiz. I've never really thought of that, but I could see that. We've got Mike Mussina. And then Phil Niekro. And Greg Maddux. Juan Marichal. Jim Palmer. Love that Jim Palmer 72 Topps card. It's lived a little, but I love it, man. This card is, it's got a history, right, guys? Jim Palmer. We got Mo Rivera for the win. Love that Fleer Ultra Mo Rivera. That card is sick. All these cards are sick, but sometimes I just stop and look at a card like this, a box bottom from 90 Topps. These were cut out of the bottom of the box. That card is just fantastic. Nolan Ryan. More Nolan Ryan. Everybody remembers a 89 Upper Deck, Nolan Ryan throwing the football. Nice 91 post-serial Ryan. There he is. More Nolan Ryan Idge. Man, what a great ball player. Warren Spahn, Lee Smith. That card is cool, man. I really dig that one. And then we got John Smoltz. And I think this is the error because that's a picture of Tom Glavine, but it says John Smoltz. So everybody that collected in 90 remembers these error cards. I'm pretty sure Donruss did it on purpose. They made a lot of like errors that were, they had to have been done on purpose to create chase cards. And I think that's why the following year after 90 Donruss, in 91, they started making the Donruss Elite cards. So I think that Donruss decided it would be better to make real chase cards instead of error chase cards. So yeah, Adam's card closet says that is the error. So anyway, interesting card. You got, it's actually cool because it pictures a Hall of Famer. And the name, I mean, they're both Hall of Famers, John Smoltz and Tom Glavine. So there we go. We got Tom Seaver and a lot more Tom Seaver. Don Sutton, Steve Carlton. I love these Coca-Cola cards from 81 Topps. That is just, how Americana does it get? You got Topps, baseball, and Coca-Cola. Doesn't get much more Americana than that, guys. Now, Steve Carlton, thank God he didn't rock the stash and the big hair like that all the time. That's just not a good look, in my opinion. There we go, more Carlton. There we go. That's a more cleaned up look. I love the O-Pee-Chee, Burt Blyleven, 84 O-Pee-Chee. I love the back of these cards too. Whoops. They kind of, they have a different card stock, and then they put everything in French and English. So I just love O-Pee-Chee. Guys, I love baseball cards. Okay, so check it out. It's just, I flat out love them. This card is sick. I bet you it came out of a pack of Cracker Jacks. But we got Grover Cleveland Alexander. That card is really cool. I really like it. That'll be going in a tobacco card insert and into my Hall of Fame pitchers binder when I finally start putting these cards in the binders. Wave of the Future, Trevor Hoffman. Got a very off-centered 79 Dennis Eckersley. Man, that guy, look at, he's just cool. Eck is cool. He's as cool now as he was back then. Eckersley's just a cool dude. Got Goose Gossage, Tom Glavine, Bob Gibson, Bob Feller. There we go. I'm better centered 79. Okay, so which one's going to end up in my binder, guys? Comment. Which one's going to end up in the binder? I think you know, but who knows? Maybe it's a trick question. I don't know. More Eckersley, Don Sutton, Don Drysdale. This is a beautiful Dufex. What is it? Artist? No, not the artist proof, but the museum collection with the Dufex technology. Pedro, who's your daddy? Greg Maddux. So great story about Maddux. I love sharing this story, but somebody asked Maddux, well, who's the easiest guy to pitch to in the big leagues? And he said, Barry Bonds. And they're like, well, what are you talking about? How could it be Barry Bonds? And Maddux says, well, I just throw 4 straight balls and let him go to first base and move on. So there you go, right? Fergie, man, that's great. 84 Donruss. I love it. And then we got Walter Big Train Johnson. So there we go. Those are Hall of Fame pitchers. And now I'm moving on to the retired pitchers. So these are guys that are not in the Hall of Fame yet. Some may end up in the Hall of Fame. Tim Lincecum, of course, won't be a Hall of Famer. Sadly, Lincecum didn't even get enough votes to be on the ballot for more than his first year of eligibility for the Hall of Fame, which I think is a shame. 2-time Cy Young Award winner, 3-time World Series champion, and 2 no-hitters, and he doesn't get enough votes to be on the Hall of Fame ballot for a second time. There's a Mad Bum Rookie Year card. Love this card. Check out the background. Those stars. That card is mesmerizing. Kind of a 3D look. And then we got, how is Vita Blue not in the Hall of Fame? I don't get it. Anyway, he's not. We got Smoke Dave Stewart, my favorite pitcher as a kid. Bob Welch. God, he was a great pitcher. That's his rookie card. We got a Joe Niekro. That's Phil's brother. Jack Morris. And Andy Pettit. I guess he's a Hall of Famer. So. And then Rick Russell. So 3D80's kid says Lincecum didn't have enough longevity, which I agree with, but I would think that he'd at least be eligible on the ballot for more than one time. Anyway, Jim Abbott, what a fantastic person, story, player, pitched a no-hitter, one hand, we all know the story. If you don't, look him up, Jim Abbott, fantastic ball player. We got Fernando. Man, he really, really had a fantastic career. Him and Dave Stewart, as a matter of fact, pitched no-hitters on the same day, if you could believe that. Dave Stewart and Fernando pitched a no-hitter on the same day. There's some more smoke. Vita Blue, why is he not in the Hall of Fame? The Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry for the win. More Vita Blue and Lindsay. Dwight Doc Gooden. Got to meet with him briefly at a signing, and he was smiling and happy and really nice to the kids, so I like that. The Birdman Fitterich, Brian Wilson, a.k.a. B-Weezy. We got David Wells. Of course, he pitched a perfect game, and he was supposedly hungover. I'm sure he was hungover. Maybe that's why he pitched a perfect game. But that's a great artist-proof card. That might end up in a top loader. I love that card. Man, David Wells was a hell of a pitcher. Then we got Lincecum, Abbott, and Lincecum. So there we go. Yes, 3D80's kid says everybody in their 40s knows who Jim Abbott is. I'm sure they do. I was probably in my teens, late teens, when he was a rookie in 89. Yeah, I was like 17, I guess, when he was a rookie. All right, so here's some active pitchers. We got Koisha. He'll be a Hall of Famer. No doubt. First ballot, Dallas Keuchel, Logan Webb, man, he's a Giants ace, kind of, maybe. I don't know. The Giants have a lot of good pitching this year. They're a surprisingly good team. Charlie Morton, Zach Greinke, I think he has a good case for the Hall of Fame. Verlander, he'll be in, but of course he's still actively pitching. Noah Syndergaard, he kind of fell off the wagon. Trevor Bauer, I'm not going to get into him. Jacob deGrom, man, if he could stay healthy, oh God, I would love to see what he could do if he was healthy for a whole season. Spencer Howard, Matt Foster, Spencer Strider, and I dig this card a heap. Shane Bieber, Ace of Diamonds. That's a cool card. All right, so got those. All right, now what do I have here? Okay, so next up, going to show off some Willie Mays cards. These are the reprints from, I believe, in '96. These are cool, man. I love these reprints. So I should probably put this whole set together. It wouldn't cost a lot, and it's just really cool to have. And some more Mays cards. That's a nice art rendition of William Howard Mays Jr. There we go. What up, Dylan? Double D vintage baseball cards. I know he loves these 75 MVP cards. And then we got more Mays. 59 tops, my favorite year. I think 59 tops are my favorites from the 50s. Got a stack of Maguires. What's up, Oakland A's 915? Eric. Love these mini cards. That card is cool. The oddball card there. I call them basement cards. Who knows who made them, but they've been around the hobby, I guess, since they were printed back in the late 80s. Going Jake. That's, of course, Jacobs Field. That was for all the all-star players that season. Pinnacle made this set. I think this is 98 Pinnacle. It's a cool card there. Rookie of the Year. There's Maguire with St. Louis. Love those old Fleer box set cards. That's kind of a goofy card of Maguire in a generic shirt. Broder cards. Yes, Shark's Closet says they're Broder cards. Indeed they are. Nice Maguire die cut. Some Maguire with Oakland. Of course, my favorite Maguire cards are him in an A's uniform. But he broke the record as a member of the Cardinals. He was a good Cardinal, too. That's a cool card. Some more of those cards from when he broke the record. And then some Panini stickers from the late 80s. Love that gold label. Speed Merchants. The Predictor. And then we got some post-career cards and just some more inserts and cool stuff. The Emotion. That's a cool card right there. So there's some Maguires. Big Mac tonight. And then we got a few Ohtani and Trout cards here. Love that 88 Topps look Ohtani with the, you could call it the, what do you call it? The Mojo refractor pattern, I guess. Another Ohtani. Diamond Kings. That's a cool card right there. Revolution. And Mike Trout. Check out that shine. It's mesmerizing right there, fellas. Mesmerizing. Mike Trout. That's a cool chrome Trout there. And then Mythical. Yes, Mythical. The Myth of Mike Trout. Guys, I love watching him swing. He has such a beautiful, effortless swing. When Trout swings, it just looks different than everybody else. What a hitter. And he's having a pretty decent season this year. Good to see him playing well. So there we go. That's I got one more box full of cool stuff here. What's this here? How'd this end up? Bryce Harper. All right, I just put that over here. All right, so here's some retired position player cards. So we got, guys, people don't realize how good Bobby Bonds was, but he's in the 300 home run, 300 stolen base club, and a lot of people forget that. But Bobby Bonds was a fantastic ball player. And I do collect Bobby. I got a lot of his cards in my collection. We got Miguel Tejada. Of course, he won the MVP. Another Bobby. Posey, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Will the Thrill. Well, that's in the wrong pile too. Chipper Jones. Andrew Jones. That's a great card. Shoeless Joe Jackson. God, that's a cool card right there. So, we've got a comment here. Stuke, loved watching. I hope I pronounced that right. Love watching Bobby Bonds. There we go. Bo Jackson. That is such a cool looking card, man. Love it. God dang, I love, guys, man, cards are just awesome. There we go, a Master Blaster. We got Bo Jackson. This is another really cool card. I love these old score. These are, I think, Rack Pack exclusive cards, but that is just cool. Got Donnie Baseball. We got an Edgar Martinez, Topps Gold. Etched in stone. Roger Maris. Matt Williams. We got another Posey. Posey. He'll be in the Hall of Fame, guys. No doubt in my mind. I know Posey didn't put up the career numbers, but his impact when he was playing was unparalleled. He's just better than any other catcher in his era. As far as like just the complete position, right? I'm not talking just offensively or just defensively. I'm talking about like the whole package. His ability to play defense, his game planning with the pitchers, calling a game, hitting, everything. Just baseball IQ. I mean, Posey, if he would be an excellent manager. He did retire a little early, and I believe part of it is because he wanted to spend time with his family. But when his kids grow up, if he decides to be a manager, that would be fantastic. So there we go. More Posey cards. Kevin Mitchell. So, yeah, so 3D80s kid says Posey should get in. They mentioned about Thurman Munson. So, yeah, so, I mean, I think that if, who's that guy from the Cardinals that played in the 70s? Why can't I think of his name? Well, he's a Hall of Fame catcher. If he's in, Munson should be in. There we go. Jason Giambi. Is that his rookie card? I can't remember. I know he had two Olympic cards. I think that's a second-year card. Ted Simmons, yes. Sharks, or Stukes, Ted Simmons. That's who I was thinking of, guys. We got Dion. What up, John? A.K.A. JMVP. He's a big Deion Sanders collector. I'm actually going to be hanging out with him at the National. So everybody that remembers John J. MVP, he'll be at the National, guys, and we'll be hanging out. So that'll be fun. Tim Salmon, he was a good ball player. I never really realized how good he was, but in my 90s group, there's a big Salmon collector, and it made me go look up his old statistics, and I was surprised how good he was. Mark Teixeira, he was good. Miguel Tejada, love that guy. That's a cool one. National Pride Canseco. This card here just brings back so many great memories when I was a kid. The 87 Donruss Jose Canseco. Oh man, we got another Canseco, another Canseco, another Canseco. Man, any Canseco card probably would bring back memories of my childhood. I loved that guy when I was a kid. So Joe Carter, another Canseco, 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 Canseco. And that MVP card. I know there's different variations of that one, so I should look it up and see if I got it. Joe Carter, who remembers the home run? He was the hero. Hit that big walk-off. Jay Buhner, rookie card. Albert Bell. Man, I love this card, this titanium. That card is just fantastic. I love it. Chris Crush Davis. Put that card aside because I'm going to a show and Chris Davis is going to be there. Maybe I'll have him sign that for me. Will the Thrill? 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 This guy has gotten so popular in the hobby the last 10 years. So his cards are more popular than a lot of Hall of Fame players. He's active in the baseball community, so I think that helps. But Will the Thrill? And he's got a high baseball IQ as well. And then we got Todd Helton, who surely will be in the Hall of Fame. Love that. The Peel and Reveal. This is the Sparkle. So that's a cool card. We got Dick Allen, which I believe, I can't believe Dick Allen's not in the Hall of Fame. Let's just put it that way. Canseco, there he is pitching. So Canseco had two huge, what do you want to call them? Just, I don't know. I can't think of the word, but what I'm trying to say is when Canseco pitched, he threw out his arm and he was injured. And then the ball bouncing over his head. So there's him on the mound. Maybe that was a pitch that he got injured on. Who knows? We got, man, that's a cool Garcia Parra. Dwight Evans, what a ball player. Dwight Evans. We got Matt Williams, more Posey, more Wheel of the Thrill, another Bo Jackson, Tejada, Will Clark, more Will Clarkage. Man, love those minis, Canseco and Clark. We got Eric Chavez, that's a great card. The EX, Eric Chavez, love it. Steve Garvey, he was like the king of baseball in the late 70s, early 80s. Another guy, I think he'll be a Hall of Famer someday. And then we got Canseco, but is that Ozzie Canseco? I think it is, guys. I really don't think that's Jose. I think that's his brother. I really think that's Ozzie. I've seen that card before. So who knows? Who knows? That's not a Playing Days card. It just uses a that 91 Topps look or 92 Topps look, but it's not a 92 card. So who knows? Maybe Topps was goofing around, or the people at Topps didn't know the difference between Jose or Ozzie Canseco, or I could be wrong, and it is Jose Canseco. Anyway. We got George Kell. These are all Hall of Fame position players. Tony Oliva, he just got inducted, or voted in. I guess he will be inducted this year. Or maybe he was inducted last year. I can't remember. All I know is he's a new Hall of Famer. Barry Larkin. There we go. Chipper Jones. That's a great EX card of Chipper Jones. Love all that shine. Love these cards. Johnny Bench. More Chipper, Tony Perez. That's a cool card. That slideshow of Roberto Alomar. What's up, Victor, if you're still in here? We got Monty Irvin, Joe Morgan, Lou Whitaker. He's not in the Hall of Fame yet. Or he's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't know that he will ever get in. Larry Walker. This is cool. A rediscover Topps of Larry Walker. Bill Mazeroski. Probably that home run, that walk-off home run in the 61 World Series is probably as big of a reason as any that he's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, look, Scott Rowland, great player, but Hall of Fame, I don't know. But he's in there, right? I mean, in my opinion, I wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame. We got Brooks Robinson and Mike Piazza. Another Piazza. Kirby, that's why I said Puckett. That's a great card of Kirby Puckett. Look at that shine of Kirby Puckett. Love that design. There we go, another one. Icons, we got Tim Rock Raines. What a great player he was. And then we got Jackie Robinson, Pee Wee Reese, Jim Rice, and Duke Snyder. So I think, oh, nope, have I shown, nope, I haven't shown these. Okay. We're going to keep going, guys. I've been on here for almost 45 minutes. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too. So Duke Snyder, we got Scott Rowland, Roberto Alomar, and then, man, one of my favorites, Josh Gibson. Love that card. Ozzie Smith. There's an early Ozzie Smith when he was with San Diego. We got Ryan Sandberg. There's the Drake's Ryan Sandberg. Another Ryan Sandberg. Alan Trammell. Well, he's in the... See, when I put Lou Whitaker in this stack, I was... You know, when you think of Lou Whitaker, you think of Alan Trammell or vice versa. I mean, they were the double play combination for I don't know how many years in Detroit. They kind of go hand in hand. You got Gary Carter, Johnny Bench. So more Johnny Bench. Lou Brudeau, Jeff Bagwell. Look at that shine X-Fractor, man. That's a cool too. The Power Plus. Love the etching on this card. We got Luis Aparicio, and then Larry Doby. That's just a beaut, man. Love that card. Andre Dawson. There's a 79 Dawson. We got Roy Campanella. What's up, Snoop? 12922. Another Scott Rowland. Charlie Gehringer. Vlad. And when you talk Junior, Vlad is the dad, and he's better than Junior. But there we go. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will never be as good as Vladimir Guerrero, in my opinion. So Jamie Dore says, put Bonds in the Hall of Fame, especially if Roland is in. And then Whitaker and Trammell should both be in. If someone wrote a poem about them, Tinker and, oh, okay, yeah. So we got Carlton Fisk. Man, that's a cool card of Jolton Joe DiMaggio, the San Francisco kid. So, yes, a Bay Area native. We got a lot of Bay Area natives. Jeff Bagwell. This card is really cool. It's the Prism, or what? No, Invincible, excuse me. Pacific Invincible. And this is the parallel, the silver parallel. These are kind of tough. Kind of tough to find. Then we got Monty Irvin and another Josh Gibson. So we got, those are the Hall of Fame guys. And then I'm going to move on of position players that did not hit 500 homers or 3,000 hits and are not pitchers. Okay, now we got the 3,000 hit club. So you'll see a lot more, a lot more Hall of Famers here. So we got Al Kaline, Paul Molitor, Ricky, what a great card. There we go, Ricky Jeter to the Pumpkin Eater, Yankees cards. So that's kind of an interesting card, but it is a Jeter card. Love the 98 SP Authentic. I love that set. Do I have any 1980s Hall of Fame or minor league cards? I probably do, but I don't know which. I mean, I have to look around in my collection. I'm sure I got some lying around though. We got Ichiro. What a great ball player he was. Paul Molitor. That's a cool Crown Royale. So Stuke says Whitaker's WAR is number 7 all time for a second baseman. Wow, I did not realize that. So it's funny because when people are on the ballot, or when players are on the ballot now, career WAR is going to get you in the Hall of Fame. But when they retroactively look at all the players, they dismiss career WAR. So who knows, right? I mean, the Hall of Fame is just a big, in my opinion, it's a big clusterfuck. So what are you going to do? There's too many guys in. Let's just put it that way. Because in my opinion, Whitaker and Trammell really, in my opinion, shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. That's just my own personal opinion. Paul Molitor, Ricky Henderson, Cal Ripken, Stan the Man Musial. We got Pete Rose, who's not in the Hall of Fame for a variety of reasons. We got Cal Ripken and Cal Ripken. So more 3,000 hit club guys coming. Okay, so we got Ripken. That's a cool Jeter card. A nice Tony Gwynn. That's a rookie year Ichiro card. I'm not sure, is that a rookie card or not, guys? I don't know. Comment, let me know what you think. Man, I wish this thing would focus a little better. But it's a rookie year card nonetheless of Ichiro. Rod Carew. Man, love those old 70s cards. Rod Carew for the win. That's kind of a cool card. I was looking at this. It says Hall of Fame Strikeout Tobacco. So love these kind of oddball cards. Strikeout Tobacco. Well, of course, a lot of baseball players chew tobacco. And Tony Gwynn found out the hard way that it probably wasn't the best idea. R.I.P. Tony Gwynn, man. What a gem he was in baseball. Loved hearing him talk about hitting. Adrian Beltre, Lou Brock, George Brett, another George Brett, Ricky. Who do we got here? Ricky, 939, breaking the all-time stolen base record. Man, love that 86 Fleer, all-star Ricky Henderson. Ah, man, there is more record breaking. There's a box bottom cutout. That card is a sick Ricky. There's sexy Ricky. I don't know what Score was thinking when they did this Dream Team set. But anyway, who knows? More Ricky Henderson. Nice die cut. Ichiro. Whoops. There he is on the WBC. There's Ichiro's WBC rookie card, if you want to call it that. There we go. Tony Gwynn. Man, what a great ball player. What a great personality. What a great person for baseball. Tony Gwynn. That's a great... you got Eddie Mofo Murray and Tony Gwynn. There we go, 939. We got Stan the Man. There we go, Sports Illustrated. Ricky, of course, breaking the record. Check it out, Robin Yount. Yount. Wiggity Winfield. Look at that, 3D action. Love it, Wiggity with the Padres. Yaz, a couple of nice vintage Yaz cards. Of course, his grandson, Mikey Skremski, plays with the Giants. Man, look at that shine. Look at that die cut shine. Man, there he is, Mikey Skremski. So, great cards there. Oh, again, of course, you're seeing a few cards are not in the right place. So there we go. And then last but not least, the 500 Home Run Club. So let's go through that. The last of the cards in this collection. So everybody that's sticking with me through this live or watches this archived in its entirety, you must love baseball cards like me. Man, what a classic Reggie Jackson card. Eddie Mofo. Harmon. Killebrew. Ichiro. Wrong spot again. Anybody that collected Score back in 1988 will remember this 5-card set featuring Reggie Jackson on all the teams he played. Of course, he played with the A's in 87. He was with the Angels, the Yankees. I think this is Reggie Jackson's first Baltimore Oriole card. And then we got Jackson. So someone's asking me a question. Let me read this question. Jamie asks, have you been seeing more Bonds collectors since COVID boom? Curious if your thoughts about the gap between Bonds collectors versus Griffey collectors. So, yeah, I mean, Bonds is getting much more popular in the hobby. As far as like cards in the 1990s, Ken Griffey Jr. is more popular. Bonds is kind of closing the gap as far as like what cards are selling for in the 90s. But if you're talking about cards where Griffey's in a Reds uniform and Bonds is in the same set, Bonds is going to outsell Griffey in a Reds uniform all day long. So Bonds in the 2000s, I think overall his stuff is, excluding rookie cards and prospect cards, Bonds stuff is the most expensive. And maybe Griffey and Jeter, or, well, Jeter would probably be number 2, Pujols, Jeter, guys like that. And then Griffey's kind of way down the chain. I mean, people don't like it. The funny thing about Griffey is Griffey in a Reds uniform might as well be a completely different ball player than Griffey in a Mariners uniform. So a lot of Griffey collectors do not like his Reds cards. And they are not that popular in the hobby compared to his Mariner cards. So that's why you see a big difference between Bonds, what Bonds sells for versus Griffey in the 2000s than the 90s. So anyways, I could make a whole video, but that's a great question. So here we go, a bunch of Reggie Jackson cards. It's a great, I think that's a reprint. Yeah. Mantle. There's a whole set of these, which similar to the Bonds home run history set. I would never try putting that set together, but I suppose for a Mantle fan, that would be fun. Or a Mantle collector. So these two art cards, I was looking through these, and man, I'm telling you, this picture, this artist did a much better job of painting Eddie Matthews than this artist. That's just a horrible painting. I don't like that. He looks, he doesn't look like Eddie Matthews. I like that one though. Anyway, just thought I'd share my thoughts on that. We got Eddie Mofo, Mike Schmidt. There he is with the Cleveland. There's an early Eddie Murray card, 85 Fleer. Great set. Couldn't find packs of 85 Fleer in 85. Eddie Murray, decade of excellence. And then we got Albert Pujols. So, okay. So we got somebody in Japan watching this in the early morning. So glad to have you on here. And good morning. I hope you're having a cup of coffee and looking at some baseball cards. Why not, right? So we got more Pujols. Oh man, love it. I love this card right here. That's just a great looking card. There's David Ortiz, Willie Mack. That's a nice looking card of Willie Mack. And another nice looking card of Willie Mack, Fleer Ultra. That's a cool card. So there we go. Focus Pocus. So this card here, this is a great 90s card. Some more A-Rods, but I'm going to get into this card. They printed a whole ton of these, but this is one of those cards here. I'll take it out of the penny sleeve. That if they short printed this card, I think it would be a super desirable card in the hobby. But what a fantastic card. Not hard to get, but just a great looking card. Focus Pocus. Of course, Bonds is not in this set, but I love these cards. So that's a nice one. And moving along, I got one more stack of cards, and then that will wrap it up. So there we go. We got A-Rod. That's a rookie year card, not a rookie card though. And Man-Ram. I gotta get comfortable here, guys. When you get old, sometimes you just get uncomfortable in positions that you didn't get uncomfortable when you were younger. Anyway, Babe Ruth, Albert Pujols. Wow, that's just so cool, man. Albert Pujols, more Pujols. And then we got Willie Mack, great looking card, 87 design. What up, Mr. Fisher Bike? And then we go Ken Griffey Jr. So that's a post-career Ken Griffey Jr. I was looking at this card and I was like, why is Griffey in a generic uniform? And they use that Skybox Premium. This looks like the 99 Skybox kind of. And then I realized it was a post-career card. And it's a Panini card and they can't use the logos, which is a shame. I wish more than one company could use logos on their cards. It's kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, the 90s, when there were so many manufacturers, there was so much innovation in the hobby and so many great inserts, and it was just the golden age of inserts, I call it. What's up, Henry S? So I call it the golden age of inserts, the 90s. But there will never be a decade like the 90s again, and it's because there is exclusive licensing, right? So that's what makes the 90s great, but on the other hand, it would be great to have that competition again, but then the 90s wouldn't be the 90s. Anyways, I don't know if you guys really can follow what I'm saying. It makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. There we go. Schmidt at the tail end of his career. So his 89 whoa, I got cards. I'm dropping cards all over the place. At the end of his career, 89 and 90 Upper Deck. Love that Yankees card of Babe Ruth, George Herman Ruth, as he was born. There we go, Big Hurt. So Zach and Porter, if you're still here, what up? We got some sick Big Hurt cards, man. Woo! Love me some Big Hurtage. So there we go. Look at that shine. And then we got Ernie Banks. Let's play two. Cabrera. Miggy, as they call him. And more Cabreras. Man, it's kind of, I don't know. I kind of wish he retired like 2 or 3 years. You know, after he got his 3,000th hit, he should have just retired. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. There we go. Hammer and Hank. Aaron. Love that. God, that's such a cool card right here. This, I think these are from the late 80s. Oh, 91. God, that's a cool card. George Herman. We got Reginald Jackson. Man, that's a cool reprint of the Big Hurt rookie. Jimmy Double X Fox. Ted Williams. And, oh man, check out that prism. So we got another, and then I'm not even finishing my thoughts. We got another Willie McCovey. That card is just awesome. Love it. And then last but not least, Babe Ruth. So that's it, guys. That's the collection reveal, courtesy of Ed. Again, Ed, I hope you feel better. I know Ed's not feeling well today. So anyways, guys, appreciate you tuning in, either live or archived. Always fun looking at baseball cards. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I'll go out with some of my favorites in here. Just some classics here. So I'll go out with these right here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of great cards, but I'll go out with these. So thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. Thanks for saying hi. Have a good one, guys.